Mark Crossfield here with GolfOnline answering more of your questions. Hi Mark, I was wondering if moving the ball position back in the stance with a driver will encourage a draw shape, or is that not true? Thanks. Interesting question. That one's from Facebook. So I've got two things. I've got actually a 3-wood here, and I've got a lovely hula hoop, just to try and explain what might go on here. So if I grab a ball, let's have my ball here. If I have the ball in X position, say opposite my left heel, for instance, and let's pretend that gives me a 0 path, 0 face the path, 0 angle of attack. So everything's kind of zeroed out right at the bottom. So I'm not hitting down, I'm not hitting up, I'm not hitting left, I'm not hitting right. Now, if I was to go and move that ball position back, so let's put that back in my 0. So there's my 0 on the hoop. If I was to move the ball back in my stance, I'm now hitting more on the downward and to the right of where it was from my 0 point. So in theory, yes, it would move my path to the right. It might make me hit down a little bit more because I'm hitting now more on this part of the hoop. That isn't so good maybe for getting a driver in the air. Now, the other thing that happens is people tend to try and find their 0 point, and let's pretend you don't zero out at all, but I'm just using that as a base. I could be 4 across with a face 4 open to the path. That's where I like to hit the ball, for instance, and I create big cuts. I will find that point no matter where you put the ball. I've done tests with students where they just find that 4 across, face 4 open to that path, no matter where I put the ball within reason, keeping it in a place where they can actually strike it on the face. If you want to move your path, you want to find out, probably often very much to do with wrist angles, why the center of gravity of the club isn't getting below the hand path, which might have a bigger, or will have a bigger effect on moving path. Go and have a lesson. Just moving ball position, experiment with it, play. If it improves it, go with it. But you might be changing some other dynamics as well that might make it even harder for you. So yes, moving the ball back in theory moves my path further right of my base 0. But that doesn't mean that moves it to the right. Like I say, if I'm 4 across with a face 4 open to the path, that just moves my path to straight if I move it back. And then in turn, people then try and find their normal hitting numbers, if you like, no matter where you move that ball position, if you give them enough goes. You need to get more to the root cause rather than these kind of quick fixes. Forget these rules of grip, posture, aim, set up. They've held golfers back for years.